Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Eddie Harvey here from TradeWithEd.com. Hey guys, I want to talk to you today. Briefly, the topic I want to talk about is, should I trade Forex? So want to touch on that really quickly, guys. And this is a question a lot of people watching this video obviously have danced around. They've seen things on Forex and maybe they know people that are trading Forex. And the question I pose to you is why wouldn't you want to trade Forex? And I get trading is not for everybody, but even if something's not for you, this is a skill, in my opinion, guys, that I feel everyone should invest in learning. And part of the reason I say that is because whether you know it or not, this wasn't even allowed for you to even think about considering as an option to trade just as early as 15 years ago. Now, what do you mean, Eddie, by saying you? I'm talking about people like me and you, everyday people that, guys, are more likely hardworking individuals, guys, who may or may not be doing very, very well for themselves. But when I'm talking about the people who were able to tap into Forex 15 years ago, in order to be able to tap into Forex, here were the requirements. And I just learned about two more of these requirements. Here are the requirements. Number one, you needed to even be considered to trade Forex. You needed to have a net worth of $3 million, right? You need to have a net worth of $3 million. Number two, you needed to have an account funded, a live account funded already with $100,000 liquid cash in there. $100,000 cash needed to be in a live account. And then number three, you then had to pay 25 grand to be able to learn the strategy, particularly probably in just a weekend session or a couple of days session, 25 grand to be able to learn a strategy. Oh, and then from what you learned, if you wanted to get the notes from what you learned to take home with you and study it, that was an additional $6,000. And I know it's because someone told me that's what they had to pay. Okay, from not me per se, but on the training I was on, they told me that's what they had to pay years ago. So those requirements right there is letting you know this is something that the ultra wealthy were taking advantage of, and they didn't want everyday people to get their hands on it. But guess what? Now you can learn this skill set. The question is, are you willing to learn it? Are you just going to be punked by myths and all of the stories you hear of people on the internet who haven't had success because, or calling it a scam or saying it doesn't work? Most of the time, in most of those cases, those are people who, number one, don't have the work ethic to put in because they might have lost a little money, lost $50, $100, even $1,000 or something like that, right? And they did it more than likely because of their own, they did themselves in by breaking all of the rules of trading or some of the rules of trading. Most times that's what it comes down to when people don't win with Forex, is because they do not follow the rules of trading. I've blown accounts, and every time I've blown an account, I blew 2 accounts in 2 days, but it was because I did not follow the rules of trading. Everything I was supposed to do, I went against it. Why? Because I wanted to win and make up for what I had lost, and it just compounded. So I didn't get mad at the system I was plugging into. I didn't get mad at the markets. I didn't even get mad at myself. It was just a lesson learned because I was told not to do it and I did it. You know, it's just like one of the things where, you know, as a kid, you go somewhere and they say, don't touch that red button, but you want to touch that red button, right? And when you touch that red button, things happen. Or, you know, you see the stove on or whatever, you want to touch the stove and you do it and you get burned. So, you know, and I get everyone's situation is different, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just talking about learning the skill of Forex itself, guys. Why wouldn't you want to learn a skill that jacks? No, go down. Sorry, talking to my dog. Why wouldn't you want to learn a skill that can be life-changing for you and your family, or something you can learn no one can ever take away from you, where it's a situation to where you can tap into training and education that's going to teach you how to fish for yourself, and you'll be able to eat for a lifetime. And then guess what? It's something you can teach your kids and they can teach their kids. And Forex is simply, I like to look at it as being able to print money and create an income on demand. You know, I get everyone's got stories of things where, like I said, when it comes to trading Forex, guys, where, you know, they didn't succeed, they didn't win. And that's most cases, not just Forex, that's any type of business, especially something that when it involves the home-based business. In most situations, most of the people in the world don't succeed at something, guys, and you're going to get a good amount of people that are going to get emotional about what happened, and then they're going to blame whatever the product, the system, whatever, the gym, right? The gym didn't work when in reality they didn't put the work in. So, obviously there's risk involved with Forex. You go in knowing that it's risk involved. So if you're going to trade it, if you're going to learn to trade Forex, if you asking me, yes, you should learn it, but be smart about it, guys. Don't go taking your rent money. Don't go taking your life savings. Don't go taking your last dollar to try to put in an account and look at it like, man, I want to turn this $200 into $5,000 in the next 10 minutes. Nah, you got to be smart. So I always tell people accumulate funds to where you can save. And if you don't have it initially out the gate to invest, if you don't have it on a credit card or anything like that, just take your time. The Forex markets are not going anywhere. Save up some money, take that money and then invest it. And then now you're not taking away from your family. You're not taking away from your day to day. You have this set aside for this specific transaction. So, but you also got to understand, you got to have patience, guys. You got to have patience. You can't get enthralled with the numbers you see people posting on a day-to-day basis on social media, on YouTube or wherever. You got to have patience, be willing to put the work in. You got to be willing to understand that, guys. It may take you to truly start becoming an independent trader and be a successful trader. It's going to take you potentially 12, 18, 24 months, even 36 months. It might take you a few years, but guess what? What else you got to do? You're going to keep working your job and doing whatever else you're doing. Why not keep working on this skill set where if you can just put in an hour a day of studying to educate yourself and get better? Just imagine an hour per day. Just imagine where you would be 2 years from now, guys. That would be over 365 days in a year. Let's just say even for half of the time, you did 150 hours of studying in a year. In 2 years' time, that's 300 hours of studying you've put into this craft. At some point, we would agree you will get better, right? So absolutely. So guys, understand you got to have patience. You got to be resilient. Okay. You got to keep your emotions in check, and it's going to be hard sometimes. I get it. You got to understand, guys, you got to follow the rules of trading. Okay. There are set requirements, set rules that you follow. You do all of those things. You stay intact. You study, remain a student in the game, and persevere, and understand that you're putting your work in, guys. Because if you're coming in learning a skill that you can't even get access to now, it's like you think you're going to learn it overnight. It ain't going to happen. But if you study, like I said, remain resilient, have patience, practice in your demo accounts. And then when it's time to go live, don't be afraid to go live. Don't be afraid to lose. Losing isn't a part of it. If you can do all of those things, encompass all of those things, and trade the smart way, you're going to win trades at the same time. You are going to win. And when you win, your wins are going to compound, and you're just going to continue to get better and better and better. So doing all of those things and just giving you guys some knowledge. So just saying, hey, should I trade Forex? I would say yes. What do you have to lose? But on the flip side, maybe you shouldn't, if you're not willing to put in the time, the effort, the work necessary to succeed at it. But the payoff, if you do put the work in, is going to reward you back more than you can imagine. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all got some value from this. And I would like to say, listen, if you are considering trading Forex, if you're looking for a platform to trade Forex on, if you're looking to get educated, if you're looking to get access to tools and professional training and a world-class system that's going to help you earn while you're learning, click the link below this video. Go to tradewithed.com for more information to find out about the platform I utilize. And it may or may not be for you, but check it out and see. So I hope this helped give you some clarity on if you should trade it or not. At the end of the day, it's your call, and I wish you the best on your journey. Talk to you later. Take care and have a great day.